In India itself and in Bihar, as I'm currently posted in the Bihar, so many farmers and entrepreneurs are there who are really doing well in the mushroom cultivation and getting some handsome money also. So coming to this, we will start the presentation. If you have any doubt or any suggestions, any question, you can drop in the chat box. So after completion of this session, we will discuss about one by one. So coming to the challenges, what challenges currently we are facing in Indian agriculture and also in the business sector. So first, one of the most important is the unemployment. Unemployment, you people are very well aware about that. The land shrinkage, land cultivation, because the land holding is decreasing day by day. Climate change is also one of the major factor which is impacting not only the crop but also the human health. Crop residue burning, these points are very valid and also very important. Many people have faced the crop burning issues and related to the air quality index in Delhi NCR region, Punjab and Haryana region, and many other places also. Quality index is one of the most important parameter which is directly related to our health. And migration of the people from one place to another place, removal of rural poverty, malnutrition, and water shortage. These are the basic challenges which we are facing in the Indian agriculture system, also in the setup of any business. So how the mushroom can be utilized, mushroom cultivation can be utilized for the overcoming these challenges. So coming to the what opportunity we have. So one of the most important opportunity is the temperature range, because many agricultural product or crops are highly dependent on the temperature, climatic condition. So you cannot grow throughout the year in a very easy manner. But the mushroom can be grow throughout the year, round the year, because it can grow up to as low as 38 degrees Celsius to as high as around 40 degrees Celsius. It can also utilize the huge amount of crop residues, then ultra high density population, because you people must aware about the population density in case of crops. These population density is always defined by the spacing between plant to plant and root to root. But this mushroom can be grown in an ultra high density population. So the production can be maximized with the minimal space. It also requires a very low input cost initially. If you are using as a round the year production, initially the investment cost will be low. So these challenges can be overcome by the mushroom cultivation, because the mushroom cultivation is also known as the kheti bina khet ke. Means if you don't have a piece of land, but you can cultivate mushroom. It's also a kind of a vertical farming. You must aware about that. What is vertical farming? It's a very short duration crop. Within a month or like 30 to 40 days, you can harvest the crop. So the very short duration crop, any crop are there which can be harvested in the 30 days. So its duration of crop is also very less. Then the crop can, as I told, can withstand as low as 10 degrees Celsius to as high as 40 degrees Celsius. It can also be adopted in the IFS model. IFS model is nothing integrated farming system. So integrated farming system is government is very much promoting, and it's a very best system in this climatic change scenario, and also to maximize our output in the low input cost. So it can also be added in the integrated farming system. We will discuss in the coming slides. So the why mushroom? Why one should adopt the mushroom? So mushroom, apart from the some nutritional benefits, like if you are a vegetarian, so and this is one of the highest protein source among the any pulses, even though milk and that egg. So this is one of the highest amount of protein, which as high as around 35% protein you can get from the mushroom. It's a contain certain amount of carbohydrate and very less amount of fat. That is very beneficial for the diabetic and obese people with having obesity. As we discussed, the short duration crop, very less input, and the technical expertise. This is also one of the important thing, because in any sector we need very much efficient expertise. But in mushroom cultivation, we don't need such kind of expertise. If you are practicing, you can do the mushroom cultivation. It can also use a very raw material, because raw material is nothing but agro waste. Whatever the agro waste are there, that one can be utilized in the mushroom cultivation, like stubble burning. Burning problem is there, but with the mushroom cultivation, we can also try to solve the stubble burning problem, because those stubbles can be utilized in the mushroom cultivation. Then the nutritional and economic benefits are also there along with the mushroom. So these are the some mushroom and their nutritional parameters, some medicinal value, like button mushroom, which can increase the insulin flow in our blood. Oyster mushroom reduce the cholesterol level. Dudhia, it is also known as the milky mushroom. It helps in the gastro problem. Paddy straw mushroom, it having the anti-diabetic property and also promote the immune system. Hericium and shiitake, these two are medicinal mushroom, which having the anti-cancers, anti-diabetic, and also used in the curing of Alzheimer disease. Apart from that, several other mushrooms are there. Those are the medicinal mushroom, which having a very high medicinal value, and also very high demand in the other countries and foreign markets. And this is a glance in which we can see the percentage of mushroom cultivation. The button mushroom cultivation in national level and also in the Bihar is very high, around 59 percent alone. The button mushroom cultivation is going on. So you must have taken the button mushroom in your diet. Then oyster mushroom and milky mushroom. The after that, the oyster mushroom is the biggest mushroom, which is going very high cultivation in throughout the India, also in Bihar. Then followed by the milky, paddy straw, and other mushrooms are there. These are the national scenario. If we talk about, these are the 5 different states which are, you can say, the leader of mushroom production in India. And these all 5 states are annual production is more than around 20 tons, 20,000 tons of production. The Odisha is the one of the top producer of mushroom, and 32,000 tons in 2022 and 3 financial year. So Odisha, Maharashtra, and Bihar, these 5 states are almost covering the 50% of mushroom production of India. Coming to the another statistics, so if we talk about a decade between 2023 to 2033, so mushroom production and its market value is going to increase by 12.5%. And it's a very huge number if we talk about in terms of any enterprise or agri entrepreneur. So this is a very huge number, 12.5% increase in a year. You can see the graph. Also, the button, oyster, shiitake, milky, and other mushroom cultivation will definitely increase in the coming decade. So majorly we have these 5 mushroom variety which can be grow throughout the year depending on their climatic condition. So like we will start with the button mushroom. Button mushroom can be grow as I told 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. Then milky mushroom, it can go up to 38 degrees Celsius. Oyster mushroom can be grown up to 30 degrees Celsius. Shiitake mushroom 25 degrees Celsius, and paddy straw mushroom, it can go again grow around 30 degrees Celsius. So these mushroom, if we are following a small hut house, if we are growing in a very small hut house, so with these mushroom we can grow, because they have in the different temperature range, we can grow mushroom throughout the year. So what are the different potentiality in mushroom cultivation? So not only the mushroom cultivation, mushroom having the very vast area. So one of the critical input for mushroom cultivation is the nothing but a spawn production. So its spawn production is really a very critical part, and it can only adopt as an enterprise. If someone wants to do the mushroom cultivation, they can do the mushroom cultivation. Otherwise, they can only produce the spawn, because the spawn production demand is very high, and this is nothing but spawn is nothing but a seed. So this is the seed of the mushroom. So the spawn demand is very high, as similar to the mushroom cultivation, because the quality spawn provider is very less, and will only some government agency, government laboratories, institutes, and universities are providing the quality spawn. So this is the unexplored market. Then apart from the compost production, because compost is required for the cultivation of button mushroom. So, and this is very critical input in butter mushroom cultivation. Compost production itself is a kind of business. If someone is doing the compost production, they can sell, they can prepare the compost and sell to the any agripreneur. Then round the year mushroom cultivation, we can also adopt the round the year mushroom cultivation. Then the product development. The product development is nothing but a post harvest processing. After harvesting, we can use the dried mushroom or powder form mushroom in the production of many post harvest products. That one we will discuss in the coming slides. Then the marketing. So these things we can use for the marketing, whatever the spawn production, compost production, year on mushroom cultivation, yeah, product. Any, we can use all the enterprise together. We can do the all enterprise together, or someone can also start with the spawn production, like or compost production, or mushroom production, product development, anything. So IFS model, this is the layout of IFS, integrated farming system. So you can see the integrated farming system, different components are there. So in this component, the mushroom is, you can see it's also an integral component, because the mushroom can utilize the agro waste. So whatever the agro waste we are generating in the farm, that one can be utilized for the mushroom cultivation. And after the mushroom cultivation, whatever the agro waste, again the straw and substrate will be there. That substrate will again act as a fertilizer or compost. So again, that can be utilized for the in the field for the growth promotion of the plants. So this is nothing but a cyclic process. Agro waste can be converted to compost on or mushroom cultivation, and after utilization of mushroom, that same straw or agro waste can be used as a fertilizer or biofertilizer in the crop field. Then many poultry, like if someone having the poultry manure can be utilized for the compost preparation of mushroom. So coming to the button mushroom cultivation, this is the one of the most important mushroom, and which is going. It's cultivated around 59% in India, and one of the most important mushroom which having the high protein quality. So the cropping period is October to the March, because it's required the temperature around 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. So 20 to 25 degrees Celsius for the spawn run and casing, 15 to 20 degrees Celsius for crop production. So cumulative, it will take around 28 to 30 days for the production of mushroom after the spawning. Then the compost production, as I told, the compost production and is one of the critical input in the button mushroom cultivation. Then coming to the spawning, casing, crop management, harvesting, and packaging and marketing. One by one, we will discuss about it. So the compost preparation is the one of the important aspect in button mushroom cultivation. So how we will prepare the compost? So this is the important thing, because compost is one of the most important part, and the quality of compost is very much correlated with the button mushroom production. So if someone wants to uh, uh, compost, prepare the compost, so wheat straw around 10 quintal, if we are taking the wheat straw 10 quintal, so accordingly the urea, SSP, MOP can take the 20, 50 and 10 kg. Chicken manure, or instead of chicken manure, you can use the mustard cake, wheat bran, gypsum, and some plastic pipe. So these materials are required for the compost preparation. You can see in the photograph, there are two different methods for the compost preparation. First is the traditional method, and in this, nothing but the mixing of ingredient, whatever the ingredients we have seen in the previous slide. So all the ingredients will be mixed, then it will be just piled. So a heap will be prepared. That heap required the turning at the certain duration. Like first turning is required at the 6 days, then 10th, 14th, 18th, 21st, 23rd, 25th, and 28th day. So after 8th turning, the straw will start converted into the decomposed method, that is known as compost. You can see in the last photograph the brown color. So these are the nothing but ready compost. So after 30th day, you can see the compost will be ready, and we can follow for the spawning. This is another method of compost preparation, that is the pipe method, you can say. This pipe method is short duration method, in which again the mixing of ingredients, piling. So in earlier method, we are not using the pipes, but here you can see the pipes are required. So pipes, because of the pipe, the air circulation, the temperature, and these things are controlled, and microbial decomposition will be efficient. So it requires around 15 days, 12 to 15 days for the preparation of compost. And it also required two turning only, the 6 days and 11 days turning. This is the method. You can see the photograph. The pipe has been installed in the heap, and followed by the turning. This is nutshell steps in the mushroom cultivation, button mushroom cultivation. After preparation of the spawn, you can follow the different step. First is the spawning. Spawning is nothing but a seed of the mushroom. So those seeds we have to spread on the spawn compost, and after that we can follow the bagging. So each and every spawn should properly mixed in the compost, and after mixing of those spawns, we can we can fill a bag. So you can see in the photographs, after bagging, it will be a spawn run. Spawn run is nothing but mushroom is nothing but a kind of fungus. So it having the mycelium. So mycelium will run throughout the bag. You can see in the photograph E, the white color mycelium is spreaded. And after that, a small pinhead size mushroom will emerge out from this compost. Then you can see the fruiting body. Those fruiting body can be harvested and packaging can be done for the marketing. Then coming to the oyster mushroom cultivation. So oyster mushroom cultivation almost can be done throughout the year, because the temperature is around 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. So initially up to April, definitely we can, February to April, and in the hot summer, we have to replace oyster with the other mushroom. And after the hot summer, again the oyster mushroom cultivation can be done. So oyster mushroom cultivation also having the different steps. We will discuss it. First thing is we required straw. So different kind of straw we can use for the oyster mushroom cultivation. Unlike button mushroom, we need the compost. But here in oyster mushroom, we can directly use straw. Like paddy straw we can use, or we can use the wheat straw. Even though we can use the sugarcane baggage, we can use maize straw. So those straw can be chopped into the different fine particle, like 2 to 3 centimeter, 2 to 3 inch particles, and those straws should be sterilized. So you can see the in the B photograph, the drum is required for the sterilization. So chemical, there are two different methods for the sterilization. One is the chemical method, another is the physical method. So in chemical method, we use generally two different chemical. One is the fungicide, another is the formalin. See, those two chemicals are required for the chemical treatment of the straw. After the chemical treatment, the straw will be sterilized. Then after soaking for 12 to 18 hours, we can go for the drainage of extra water. After drainage of the extra water, the straw should be shed dry, because in at the time of bagging, the straw should contain around 60 to 65% of the moisture. So the moisture should be evaporate in the shed. After the shed dry, we can go for the spawning. You can see in the photographs, after the spawning, the bag will be ready. So these bag can be placed in a rack system also, or as you are saying in the photograph, this can be hanged. So hanging system could also be adopted, or someone can adopt the rack system. Like in the sleeper class, we are having the lower, middle, and upper berth. Similar kind of rack we can prepare in a crop house, and we can place these bags. And you can see in the photographs, the oyster mushroom is coming out from the bag, and the mushroom can come out around, not only the from the upper part of the bag, it can come throughout around the bags, and these mushroom can be harvested and used for the marketing. These are the substrate, as I told, required for the oyster mushroom cultivation. This is the physical method of sterilization of straw. We can use the hot water treatment. This hot water treatment can be adopted, and it's very low cost is required. And it's in each and every household. You can even go in the farmer's field, they having the very efficient things for the physical treatment. Then the treatment can also do in some machinery. This is the machinery which utilized for the straw sterilization. Apart from that, the chemical method of straw sterilization is also there. You can see the women's in the rural area. Women are doing the bagging, spawning, and the bagging. After the spawn run, you can see the photograph. So these white color mycelium will run around the bag. Throughout the bag, you will see the white color patches, and after that, you will see the pinhead formation. So this is the pinhead formation from the side. The oyster mushroom is coming. So at the time of bagging, we do the certain number of holes around the bag. At least 20 to 30 holes we do around the bag. So from that holes, these pinheads are coming. So this is the thatched hut house, which we can utilize for the mushroom cultivation. You can see the rack system is there. Earlier I have shown in the hanging system. So because thatched hut house is very cheap model and very cost effective, which can be done by any farmer even in their home, and it doesn't require that much space. Only the small amount of investment will be there. And rack system, these all material is easily available in the rural areas. So this is one of the most important venture that farmer can utilize along with their farming. And if someone wants to come for the business, they can utilize the bigger crop house. They can make the permanent structure of the bigger crop house with the cemented materials. This is the harvesting of the oyster. These are the different color, because the oyster mushroom having the 5 different species. Some having the light bluish color, some having the light pink color, some is the white color, another is light yellowish, brownish color. Coming to the milky mushroom cultivation, these 3 mushroom can be grown throughout the year, like button mushroom, oyster mushroom, and milky mushroom. So if we utilize these 3 mushroom, we can grow mushroom throughout the, because these all 3 mushroom having the different temperature range. Button can be grown in the winter's time, milky can be grown in the summer time, and oyster can be grown in the in between the summer and winter period. So the milky mushroom, again, the milky mushroom cultivation is similar to the oyster mushroom cultivation. There is only one difference between milky mushroom cultivation and oyster mushroom cultivation is the casing part. So you can see the substrate preparation and spawning is same, spawn run is same. Only the casing material is required for the milky mushroom cultivation. Casing is nothing but a a certain kind of soil or material which is required for the conversion of vegetative to the reproductive phase of the fungi. So casing is nothing but a particular kind of soil. So after the spawn run, certain amount like 1 to 2 inch casing soil is placed on the upper side of the bag. And once the casing soil is placed, after a week, the pinhead formation will start. This is a farmer photograph and the rack system in which the milky mushroom cultivation has been shown. Apart from these three seasonal mushrooms, we have some medicinal mushroom also. So these mushrooms are very costly because in market, if you see these mushroom, the cost is very high as compared to the regular mushroom. And because the production process is also a little bit cumbersome, and but the this having the very lucrative market. Cordyceps mushroom is one of the very popular mushroom in China. In shiitake, that is the shiitake mushroom is very popular in Japan. Maitake, that is also very popular in Japan. So these are having the very high medicinal value and very also handsome price you can get with the production of these mushroom. But little bit expertise and little bit regulated environmental condition is required for the production of these mushrooms. Coming to the some business model. This is the one of the small business model which farmer can adopt, or some beginners can adopt, like 20,000 square 2,000 square feet area. So if in a 2,000 square feet area, if we are growing mushroom round the year, so we can adopt like oyster mushroom, butter mushroom, and dudhia mushroom. So oyster mushroom around 7 crop we can take in a year. Similarly, the butter mushroom we can take 1 to 2 crop in a year because we don't have the regulated environmental conditions, so we can use the hatched crop house, that is the hut. And the dudhia mushroom we can take around 4 crop in a year. So cumulative we can take around 12 crops. In 12 months we can take around 12 different harvests if we are doing all these three: mushroom, oyster, butter, and milky. So if we talk about the expenditure, so in expenditure, some one-time investment is required for the construction of hut house, hatched hut house, and the racks. So this is the one-time investment which you can carry for the more than 5 years. But some input cost is required, like spawn cost, straw cost, like bagging is for bagging required the polythene bags, some chemicals. So cumulatively, if we talk about oyster mushroom cultivation, so the gross income will be around 3,15,000 in a year. And if we talk about the net income, that is 1,77,000. Similarly, in button mushroom, we can get there around 1,04,500, and milky mushroom we can get around 1,43,500. This is the statistics of 2,000 square feet area, and everything is every input cost is calculated. And overall, if we talk about in a year, so the income will be around, that is the net income will be around 4,25,000 or 35,000 per month. It will be around from 2,000 square feet area if we are using the thatched hut house. If we are going for the permanent construction, the cost will be little bit higher. But in the hut house, we can get the around 4,25,000 from the 2,000 square feet area. This is a small business model for the rural farmers or somebody who wants to start the mushroom as an enterprise. So initially, definitely they should start from the small scale, and once they get the familiar, get the expertise in the mushroom cultivation, they can adopt it for the longer business model. So this is the longer business model which can be utilized by the big players or somebody who having the good expertise in the mushroom cultivation. So if we are taking around 20,000 square feet area, So 20,000 square feet area, the minimum mushroom production will be around 5 ton. So in a year, you can get around 5 ton of mushroom production. But the cost, if we are preparing a permanent chamber, permanent controlled environment chamber, controlled environment chamber. So why we need the controlled environment chamber? If we want to do the button mushroom, because button mushroom is the mainly mushroom which are covering the most of the market, and it's a very important mushroom for the diet purpose also. You can well aware about that. So button mushroom market is very high as compared to the other mushroom, but the only constraint in the button mushroom is the temperature range. So it requires as low as around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius for the spawn run and the protein. So that temperature, 15 degrees Celsius temperature, we have to provide in the controlled environment. It requires around 85 to 90% relative humidity. So humidity should be high, temperature should be low. So if we are preparing a controlled chamber for button mushroom cultivation, and that to the 20,000 square feet area. So the around total cost of the project will be around 5.3 CR. That is well-equipped lab, everything, office, everything will be there. A control chamber will be there. Separate spawn lab will be there. Automatic machinery will be there for the compost making. So everything automized. If crop house production unit we are making, so that cost will be around 5.3 CR, but the return will be like similar. This is the layout you can see, in which we can prepare the different cropping area. We can prepare the small lab, mushroom composting yard, shed area. So everything we can prepare accordingly. But the gross outcome with this modern facility, modern unit will be around 5 lakh per day. So because the production will be very high in from that controlled unit, and we can get around 5 lakh per day. If we depreciation and the net profit, everything will be calculated. So after that, in a year, after the first means after the first year, the you can get around 4.87 CR. So this is looks like practically impractical, but the thing is, I am very well aware of about the some farmers from Bihar. So they having personally, I know around more than 5 farmers, and not we can't say the farmer, they are the entrepreneurs. So they having the turnover of more than 1 to 2 CR, and those are mostly they are the female agripreneurs. Then coming to the post-harvest processing. So how we can utilize mushroom for the post-harvest? Because mushroom can be utilized for the preparation of so many products. So mushroom, first is the mushroom powder, and this mushroom powder is the major ingredient which is utilized for the production of so many mushroom products. Like mushroom, you can see in the photograph, the mushroom laddu is there, mushroom pakoda, mushroom cutlet, mushroom litti, mushroom guzia, mushroom chap, halwa, then mushroom namkeen sauce. These are the some products from in Bihar. One university is there, Dr. Rajendra Prasad Central Agriculture University. From there they are preparing so many products. These are the processed product like mushroom samosa, mushroom biscuit, mushroom namkeen, mushroom bhujia, pickle. So many products are there. After, even though so many big players are there in the mushroom market, they are preparing the mushroom multigrain bread, mushroom pickles, mushroom noodles, mushroom puffs and kurkures are also there. These are the fortified one, fortified with the mushroom. Then mushroom pasta and many more products are now there in the market, which are getting the very handsome price. Even though the dry mushroom powder, the dried mushroom and powder mushroom business is also very high. You can if you don't want to prepare any product, is simply the dried mushroom can be sell, or mushroom powder can be sell in the market. Apart from that, the many medicinal mushrooms are there. So these mushrooms are very high in demand throughout the world because of their medicinal values. So these mushroom can be sell in the dried form. In European countries, even though in the India is exporting the mushroom to the many European countries in the dried form. So in conclusion, the mushroom can be adopted in the IFS model. Mushroom can be used as a enterprise for the small scale farmers, even though for the large agripreneurs. These are the different components which we can utilize with the for the mushroom cultivation, and also the spent mushroom substrate can be utilized in the other farming practices as a compost. So thank you for listening this lecture. And on the mushroom cultivation, if you have any question related to this, you can ask. If any participants having any query, any question, you can ask.
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then thank you so much for listening.